Well, maybe positive. Maybe we could do like a positive thing about the current events. I did a quiz last night with some friends.
Cool.
Basically, we all had a subject, and we had to make 10 questions. And then we did the quiz over Google Hangout, I think it was. Pretty good. I won.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was your subject?
My subject was British film.
Aha.
It was really quite difficult, because in the past I've been quite filmy. So I think some films are really obvious, and they're probably not. So I was like, how do I pitch this? I don't want to make it bleeding obvious. But similarly, I don't want it to be rock hard. So it was quite tough. But actually, one person got 10 out of 10. Turns out they were a filmy as well.
Yeah. But you still won.
Yeah.
Actually, my mother-in-law has currently got the hump in there. She's not speaking to me because we did a Christmas quiz. At Christmas, we did a Christmas quiz, not recently. And the categories for the quiz were basically I had a set of movie questions and a set of music questions. And they did the set of movie questions first, and I wasn't there. And one of my sister-in-law's other half is like a movie buff and just really annoyed by knowing all the answers. And then we did the music ones, and I appeared, and then I knew all the answers. But the problem was that we didn't have any rules. We just said shout out the answer. So it was, one of the questions was in the film Wayne's World, what song? Bohemian Rhapsody. So probably I imagine everyone knew that, but.
Yeah.
And I got Thin Lizzy before she did, which wasn't fair, and she was not happy.
Oh.
We used to do when we've done Christmas at Sarah's parents, they always do the quiz in the Tory graph, which is like news from that year.
Yeah.
And I generally win. That one.
You're very unhappy and miserable, but it means you win the quiz. I know all this horrible stuff, but. Russell Howard tries to do the feel-good thing, doesn't it? And, I mean, sometimes they're nice stories, but it's always very forced and contrived and naff. I've noticed he's doing, obviously all these comedians who are not working there, they're doing lots and lots of podcasty stuff and YouTubey stuff. Mm-hmm. And I've watched, it's Robin Ince and Josie Long.
Yeah.
And they have loads of different guests on, and it's brilliant. It's absolutely the best thing I've ever seen.
Is it done over Skype? Is it sort of like comedians from different...
The tech is a bit wobbly, but I'm impressed. Because it's live, they do it live, it's not like us. Which is...
Yeah, well, have you watched Have I Got News For You?
Not yet. With the screens.
Oh, man. It was so flat the first week. It had, what's her face? Steph McGovern. And it was so flat. It was really bad. I think they, I don't know, they must have done something, because Victoria Coren Mitchell did it on Friday and it was a bit better actually. It was
She'll be more
worth watching.
Versed in the doing it, computery tech kind of person. That's what it is.
Ian Hislop doesn't come out well, I don't think, over
Skype.
Yeah, without an audience, it's sort of...
He's that's the thing, his material written down is just nothing. But it's his performance, isn't it, and responding to the audience and all that stuff, and it's interesting. I think he's got a book, which is a good read, because he's talks about when he did. Is it the Comedy Store? Was that what it was called? The alternative comedy beginning play.
We're talking about Ian Hislop, not Paul Merton.
Oh, we're talking about Ian Hislop. Okay, I meant Paul Merton. Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't matter.
So was Paul Merton funny?
Not as good. It's the same jokes, but without the audience, it's like that don't work. It don't work. Like it's not as cutting for some reason.
Right. That's interesting. I mean, I got the name wrong, because you would think Ian Hislop, it wouldn't matter. His sort of sarcasticness and
he just comes out as a bit of a toffee swat. Yeah, he is normally, but for some reason it's sort of the audience participation kind of masks it and smooths it over a bit.
It doesn't it's just him being. But I don't like what's his news his
Private Eye.
Private Eye. Yeah, I don't like Private Eye. I find it really it's just relentless. Every line is something sneering and unpleasant
And you have to know Private Eye. There's lots of in jokes in Private Eye, and you have to have been reading it for years to get it. But I haven't got time. I do get Private Eye delivered.
All right.
But I've never got time. I've never got time to read it. It's sort of like you need to be not working basically, or have a job where they're quite happy for you to sit around reading Private Eye.
Yeah, journalist.
Yeah,
basically. Yeah. Oh yeah, what I was saying was, this one with Robin Ince is so good. It seems to be like Thursday, it's like the morning lockdown festival or something. I can't remember. And Russell Howard is doing one as well, which obviously I didn't put on because I found this amazing. I don't care about Russell Howard, but it was so flat. You could tell he's really struggling. And he has someone write his material, so he's not an improviser. And obviously he has his mates on who are the similar kind of thing, who they can play to an audience and all that stuff, but they're not, like Stuart Lee says, they're not funny in real life.
No, I think I've seen a couple. I've seen like a Facebook Live one, I can't remember his name. And it was sort of like, actually, this looks like a guy going through comedy tropes, if you know what I mean. Not someone actually it'd be difficult. I mean, I think he's quite successful. To say he's not good at comedy is probably not for me to say.
That type of comedy.
Yeah, he's sort of like the guy.
He didn't know. I suppose he wasn't adapting to the medium, the no audience live. I don't know how you can do it. I don't know if you can do that and be funny. Sort of like do a live set over Facebook without.
It was interesting that there's no crossover between the kind of people I have on the one and the kind of people I have on the other, and you see this divide there, and you realise there's two types of stand-up in this country, or two types of comedian almost. It's really separated them. It's really strange. The mock the weak people basically. It's those people on the one, and the Stuart Lees and all that stuff on the other.
Was Stuart Lee been on there?
Yeah. Well, Stuart Lee's very smart. He doesn't try to be funny when he does interviews, and he's an interesting person.
Yeah.
And who isn't trying when he's not being the comedian Stuart Lee character. He's actually really interesting as well. So it's something completely different to his massively contrived performances.
He was supposed to be performing around here when we were in Guatemala, I think.
Oh, was it that soon? Goodness me.
Yeah, I think we missed a performance, but I don't think it actually happened with all this COVID stuff. So maybe it'll come around again. I don't know.
So yeah, that was comedy update.
Yeah, we talk a lot about comedy, don't we? We do comedy, computers,
politics,
people
who annoy us.
Yeah,
we should do more of that. Really. Actually, I mean that can be quite funny, can't it? Someone has annoyed me. It's a bit difficult at the moment.
No one's annoying me. It's really annoying.